The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. I'm Kate Scott. Joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL divisional round game. Well, excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows. It increases. That Super Bowl gets closer and closer. And your game, well, it's got to increase with it. If you can't take your level of play up a notch from the previous week, can't rise to the occasion and find that extra gear befitting the situation we're in, that's the week you're going to be sent home and be a fan like the rest of us. Special teams always play an important role in ball games, and it does right here from the jump. That's going to give the offense terrific field position for this opening drive.
And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up.
Ready! Liking 18!
Looking now from the gun. It's his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
This playoffs, well, they got off to a shaky start. A couple turnovers a week ago, but it's not how you start, right? For every guy on this field, it's how you finish, especially a quarterback. Team picked him up a week ago, and you know today he wants to be the guy they win because of, not the guy they win in spite of.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now a give running right. Stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got third and very short coming up.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
At the 40-yard line.
Now looking to throw. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Yard line.
Blown back, it's the handoff. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. And they're going to say, yep, it's a gain of 1. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. And couldn't quite break it. Still 5-yard gain, though. Third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive run, you really break the backs of the defense. The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
And And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And not liking what it looked like ahead of him there, Brock. So he's going to take a knee, and this is going to come out to the 35-yard line. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Denver offense taking the field for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the long back on the handoff. Well, he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. He stopped after a gain of 2. Following that little 2-yard run. On the boot. Puts his body on the line, and he got it! Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a toss headed right. Here's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. Pass play now. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. It's the Broncos out in front. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. And they're setting up for what would be a new NFL record for the longest field goal. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
You know he was lobbying for his chance to try that kick, and look at what he was able to do. That is a new record. The longest kick ever made on an NFL field. And it really took perfection, Kate, across the board. The snap, the hold, and he hit that ball perfectly to break the record.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They go play action on 1st down. Cut out left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Come on. Lead, Viking 18.
Out of shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Broncos first down. Off to the back. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only second down. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
At the Bengals' 33-yard line.
The running back gets it on the draw. And a small 4-yard chunk there. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. They'll work against the blitz. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
He was covered by Terrell Bernard.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that will add to their score.
Give him the first half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drive, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cincinnati offense headed out now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback in his offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Michael Dixon on the punt. Collects this at the 32. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for him. He's quite good enough to gain about 4. It's third down.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
to the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Dropping back to throw. Got a screen to the running back. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So they send him out for a field goal, and they don't get much longer than this. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
You know, Kate, there was a time when you and I were growing up watching football where a 50-yard kick was impressive. But these kickers of today, they just keep pushing that boundary and showing off incredible leg strength.
Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw out of the gun. Dumps it off to his running back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Come on. Hey.
To the air on 3rd and long. Into traffic. Complete. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. They're going to bring on Dixon to boot this one away. But he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Broncos get the football. Not a lot of time left in the half. They still have access to a pair of timeouts. A little time left as well, so points very much in play here. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Handoff now out of the gun. And 2nd down only works out for a yard. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. Goes into the nickel set, 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. And the Bengals get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll throw to begin this drive. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Hey, check that.
Now a give on the counter. He'll go in at the 30. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Butker knocks it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers. But that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
Campbell now on the return. He's making some progress here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the... Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Denver offense now with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The give here on 2nd. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Jump off, caught by his back. He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's complete. This is Bowers. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Broncos.
They'll go play action. He rolls to his right. Throw caught at the 6. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal. They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. There is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He's got Bowers working the sideline. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there. Big moments here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal. Flushed out of the pocket. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Hey, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good, creative quarterback. One that can extend the play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here. All right, they're going to throw for it. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
No!
On the dime. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. And nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Looking now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. So you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Man in motion here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. 3rd and just 2 to go. There he is on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It'll be Bengals football, and the Cats have some work to do facing elimination. They trail to start the 4th. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He finds it beyond the marker. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Sticking to the air here. Finds him over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey!
Hand off now from the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 13. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready!
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down.
Looking inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
It's a design boot. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Let's go! Tap the 60!
They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Gamble now on the return. Making some progress here. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31. The Broncos offense all set to go. Rolling back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge, partner. He is only able to get back to the line there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here.
That's a gain of 3. It's
Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's 4th down. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Go play action on 1st down. It is caught left side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, ready?
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Cowboy 80!
Air it out on 3rd. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
go. Here we go.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on fourth down. And this one is launched downfield. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Some good running here as he gets him 7 on that first down carry. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Rolling back, gets the handoff. He's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. They give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Brings in the kick at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out.
Check.
1st down, play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
First down. A gain of 3 on the play.
1st and 10, looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. Receiver in motion, he's headed right. Going again on 2nd. Brought in right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. He completes it in traffic. And he won't make the marker. If they rally to him in time, that's going to be a turnover on downs. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Here's the one back on the handoff. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now again, running right. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down, and they go right back to it. It's a tackle. He's still going. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Well, they don't need points anymore, Brock, but can they resist piling on? Let's see. It's 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. They'll try this extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Broncos make it a 24-point ball game.
Bengals 10.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And this is a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. On my side. On my
On the
side.
right side. And he will be taken down. That much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Get it. 60 boxes. 60.
They're going play action. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So 1st down from the 41. He's going to throw it. Dump off, caught by his back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Hey.
Throwing it again here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Got it. Ready.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
Ready. Ready.
Pass play coming here. Higgins downfield, and he has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
That's good for the Bengals.
One final shot here. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots at the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So to the side of many mile-high salutes throughout the building, it's a win at home for the Broncos. So to the conference championship game, they go, Brock. A season that's